everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Cowboys are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Giants offense that will need to rise to the occasion. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year. And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. I don't think either of us expected 7-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business. And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. As they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him. Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice spin. Oh, that brought back bad memories. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try and at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parks. And I think the ball's out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
To throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
And the ability to go up and get the football. You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him. I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Parks. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So possession changes hands on the final play of the first quarter. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Right there at the 43. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Play fake here on first down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
To throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdown. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After reviewing the play, the movement on the field stands.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating this streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Let's go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw here. Oh, some strong running. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down following the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Giants on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the Giants send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Leopard.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Now let's go. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. An update now from Philadelphia. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. First and 10. Coverage breaks down here, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 12-yard line. Cowboys still on the field. The catch is made after a quick pass, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. The lead grows to 4. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Arlington for the start of the second half.
right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Set. Green, 30.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Detroit! Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green.
Back to throw now on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. Oh, that is going to be a safety.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough,
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from, but for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right near the 27. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go now. Green.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Green.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Boom, Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a... So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. And now running right through it. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And a shocker there. The Browns lead that ball game at the moment. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And now another one thrown incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they try the right side here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Over. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And it was the Chargers who were able to take home the victory in that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw left side complete. That's Rodgers. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, you're an OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, 9 yards to go. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Cowboys on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parks. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age.
Bounce, but in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go!
Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Cowboys, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.